I'm not early. You're all late. Yeah. That's what I think. Let's do that. Let's finish getting some things moved about here and put into different spots, and there we go. Wait for these ads to go past. So I'm going to get these bobblehead traps working properly tonight. Both of them will be working properly, saving and loading and catching and all this kind of stuff by the time the stream ends. Yep. That's my guarantee. And this person's just a bend. Okay. Guess we're doing a new one. Guess we're doing a new one. What up, Minnie? I was thinking about doing some gameplay tonight, but then I was like, no. No, we've got too much to do. Lies. I say, now I can take either of them. You're gonna save that. Ooh. That wasn't smart. That was the worst thing you could have done. Oops. Oops. Gamer, how are we? Oh. I'm attacking both of you. I can also get you. And then I can go here. Now, Minnie, but on YouTube, on Twitch, there is a mode only chat. Is there? No, there's no mode only chat. I think you just need to refresh the page. You need to refresh the page because my overlay automatically turns off the emote only. Yeah. Okay, now I'll move you there. Sure, you can take that, but that's fine. Oh yeah, now I can, right? Told you. I'll just move that there. That was easy. Do I want to go there? Check, or do I want to? No, I can't go there. Because if you push that, I've got 3 things looking at it. So, I'm gonna move you out because now I can go there, and you'll protect. I have to go in like 10 minutes because I need buckwheat bread and strawberries from my local markets. That's fair. That's fair. Orcus, congrats. Let's go there. Now what you gonna do? And then I can do that. That's fine. Now I do that. Really want you to move to one of those 2 squares. If you could be so kind. Well, fine. That would have been a terrible mistake. Whew. Horrible, unthinkable, undeniable mistake. I go there. Then I can go across here. Now let me hit you with that. And then let me hit you with that. And then that. And you take and I take. Or we do that. Also an option. I'm just gonna go take you because now I can. Yep. That was always going to be a timeout. Buckwheat bread sounds interesting though. I think I'm going to stick to making bread with regular plain flour for now. Until I've got that down pat and I can do it without thinking. And then I can like start tinkering with different bits and pieces like buckwheat or whole wheat or putting seeds through it. Yeah. I think that's probably a better idea. Yeah. I had an idea for my next game too. Yeah, it's a small thing, but it'll add to the visuals. Like the eyes of the robots, they'll like change when you speak to them. So if you're talking to them and they like tell you that like they're like telling you about how much time you've spent on the puzzle or how much time you've got left on a certain puzzle or something like that, then their eyes might turn into like a stopwatch that's like ticking. Stuff like that, like small little visual gimmicks that might add to the game. It's the little things that kind of help. That's right. Trying to get a bobblehead to spawn, aren't I? No, wait, we have a bobblehead that spawned. You were captured. That's right. Buckwheat bread with butter, salt, and dill or other greens is very good. Interesting. Like, when I get my bread tin here, like my baking pan, mine's just gonna be plain white salt, yeast, but the salt's going to be coarse pink Himalayan salt. I reckon I've heard that coarse salt adds a better flavor than regular table salt. And I was like, well, I've already got like a bag of pink Himalayan salt to put into my salt grinder as a refill. So I may as well just keep using that. Jordster, how are we? Okay, so with that... No, Samsung sadly, but de-bloated. But I am getting sick of all the freaking AI updates to my Samsung phone. I definitely think the next phone I get's going to be a Google Pixel, just so that I can put Graphene OS on it, and it's like de-Google and de-AI the shit out of my phone. Never had a Huawei. I've never had a Huawei either. A Yowie I've had. Yeah. Yowie's tasty. I have a OnePlus, a Huawei. I've had a Huawei back in like 2015. But Samsung's like the Google of Google phones. I do like the look of Graphene also. Graphene's just Android without the Google. Hey. These things. This was all over the place when I was a kid growing up. It was the Yowie chocolates. Crag. Yeah. You had Crag, you had Boof. You had Nap. They were great. They were great. Dex, third, nice. Gamer, late. I've tried Lineage and EOS, but I got gifted a Samsung watch once. Was a bit upset, but it isn't bad. Just not a Samsung third-party functional fan. Yeah. Do you like Yowie? JK, anime susness. Just a little bit of anime susness. I have a Redmi, which I will unlock the bootloader sometime. A Redmi. I don't think I've heard of those. I need to look at this. Because it has Conscious Bobble under there. So this is reparenting incorrectly. Probably need to go into like the bobble Because if it's conscious and caged, that's where it reparents to there. We go. Print stack. $10 a.m. my time. Have to go. See you in 20-40 minutes. Go for it, Minnie. Have a good one. Look forward to hearing about all of the shenanigans you get up to in the next 20 to 40 minutes while you're getting your buckwheat bread. Getting hotter, but whoa. That's not the correct save file. That's not the correct save file either. Was that the correct save file? The 1208, right? You're moving positions weirdly. Right, you're up in the air. It's like it's tried to do it. Catch bobble, ready, set up conscious state. So it doesn't remember. Fort Rarity Cave. Yep. I see. I need to set this first. I need to set that first. It should be okay. I do so love chessboard floors. I mean, I can change the flooring. That's okay. Alright, so that's not the correct position that you should be in. That is very much the incorrect position. Because I'm not storing it. But where'd the tween go? Oh no! Oh no! Where'd the tweening? We had tweening. There was tweening. What the? Ah! That there. Position 0055. 0055. 0055. 0055. That's easy to remember. Where is it? Quartz blackstone with tinted glass on top. I always end up having big Minecraft end bases or nether bases with a fat floor underneath. I don't think I've ever really played Minecraft that much. I think the biggest thing I ever did in Minecraft, I came across a huge cavern. Like a huge canyon, like just a giant missing section of the world. It was like this huge cavernous canyon. And I was filling it up completely with TNT. And I had put like 20,000 blocks of TNT in this freaking thing. Like, a huge amount. Ridiculous amount. And then I got to a point, I was like a third of the way done filling this whole thing up with TNT. And I accidentally punched one of the TNT blocks. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. I tried to get away as fast as possible, but then it started blowing up. That world crashed. That world was not recoverable. You could not load back into that world. Because it would just lock up. Because it was trying to process all of the explosion. Oh. It was very funny. It was very, very funny. It was a great time. Let's see. Infinitani. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's what that is. That's a bit too big. Let's see. Do that. See what happens. That should be... I'm just going to double check. Yeah, cool. What up, cool cat? My day was good. My day was good. We fixed up bugs. We fixed a really big save load bug. So yeah, that was positive. Fixed up a big save load bug. We're getting close to having these traps here, the automated and the static ones, working perfectly. I just completely forgot. I completely forgot to add this stuff in. Okay. How's your day been? Hopefully it's been as productive as me. Over 1 second. Okay, so if we add that back in, let's see. Excellent, it's in the right spot. That is freaking awesome. Now, why aren't you moving? Does it want to move? So the auto trapper. Auto trapping madness. I was just been working on personal coding projects. Nice. Nice. I've been trying to figure out a good use for AI in video games. And the only thing I can think of is inside virtual worlds. Like if you jump into something like VR chat you have like the server generates the world and sends it to your system that displays that, and the server is using AI to basically generate the room and the world and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. No NPCs or anything like that. It's purely used to like generate the world. Yeah. AI bartender can't end badly at all. No, like purely for like the rooms and stuff to, you know, you get in a car and you like drive and you drive and you drive in this virtual world, and the server just like renders a certain distance in front and behind you. Yeah. I love AI for working with concrete documentation for niche things. It doesn't do too badly. That's fair. That's fair. Config Hyperland. Convin Hyperland Lure. I'm going to take those. From down here. I'm going to go VLC opacity. Okay. So I just need to make sure that my corn watching is not transparent. Yeah. So many ears of corn that I have to watch and look over. Yeah. It's possibly your favorite. Well, I mean, if it's your favorite, so be it. But you're going to have to fight people to keep it that color, because people are going to want to keep changing it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's working. State machine. Current state is chase. Heading to cage. Oh, it doesn't have a cage. I don't have a cage in this. Of course. Okay. So that is a bug. No, wouldn't we all love Pink here, right, guys? Maybe the earlier music that Pink made was all right. Like the earlier stuff that Pink did, that was okay. The newer stuff, not really. Yeah, not that good. No Nicolas Cage? No way. I know. I had to fire them. They're just too expensive. Small actor, I hear. Did his first TV show gig in a little TV show about some detective. Yeah, lately I hear he's been doing weird stuff like playing a devil in some small indie film and playing Dracula in another small indie film. He's doing all these small films that no one hears about. Yeah. Yeah. I heard he did one thing about a documentorial or like a mockumentary about carjacking, like stealing cars and stuff like that. Yeah. I do like seeing Nicholas Hoult, guy from Skins and stuff. Guy from Skins. I don't even know Skins. English thing. Wait, is Skins the one about like the drug and alcohol use? Stuff like that? From like the 2010s? I'm gonna love it so much it got a finale spin-off or something. Right. Mr. Cage brought Johnny Depp into acting from the street. Really? Johnny Depp still acts like he's on the street. I'm joking. Johnny Depp's a great actor. Like, was it The Headless Horseman? Or Hollow Knight? Or there's some movie with like a Headless Horseman that Johnny Depp's in. Deathly Hollow. No. Yeah, it's Deathly Hollows. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow, that's it. Yeah, this one. Of course it's a Tim Burton film. Of course it's a Tim Burton film. That's why I like it, because it's a Tim Burton film. Jeez. I must have grown up on Tim Burton movies. Sleepy Hollow and Nightmare Before Christmas. Both fantastic movies when I was a kid. Can't find my English test presentations on him. What was I looking for? That's right. Auto Trapper. Bobble's not null. And Bobble's caged. And Parent is not the tractor. Bobble is null. You go back to idle. We're not tracking. If we're not tracking, if Bobble's null, it's idle. Otherwise, if we're not heading to cage, head to cage is true. Heading to cage, or cage, Bobble cage in store cages. If we have one, then we do that. Otherwise, we do this. Navigation is finished. Target cage is not null. Drop off the Bobble. If Bobble is null, we return out. But they only need to be if heading to cage. What's this do? Tracked beam is false. Bobble is null. Bobble entered track. Okay. Else. Character, Bobble, reparent. No, that's right. Hmm. It just needs to keep returning. I think this is getting a bad position when we load in. Why isn't that... Oops. Oops. It does have linear velocity, but it just doesn't want to move. Hey, if anyone that didn't know you could do that, adjust the code while Godot's running so that it adds logging and stuff to things while it's doing things. You can. You just saw it. Okay, so... It's frozen. That's why. That's why. The problem's not in there at all. The problem is in here. Bubbles know we do that, otherwise... Auto trapper placed. It does set freeze to false. Hang on. Okay, cleanup doesn't touch it. Let's retest. And it's moving. It's moving. He's just going to go out here and he's going to stop and wait. Okay. Auto Trapper 74, Cage Bobble. Now that's very interesting. Huh. You know that rain is heavy when you can hear it over your supposedly noise-cancelling headphones. You have access to CS satellites. This is just weather. This is just weather satellites. Like, we have so much weather information available to us. Like, look at this. It's raining pretty much constantly all week. Strong wind warning for Port Phillip. Strong wind warning for Friday for Port Phillip. Yeah. All right. Right here. That's because this needs to be changed back to... Target cage, not null. The target cage is not null. That should do it. And then we have a perfectly functional auto trapper from start to finish. Do you have tornadoes in Australia? Very, 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 very rarely. And when we do, they're small. They small and go for like 20 minutes and then just nothing. Cool. I take that. Whoa. Whoa, you came way too close. Fuck is that? Also, you're not in the conscious state. It's not in the conscious state. Same as in Europe, yeah. So you have some crazy fire tornadoes, sharknadoes. Nah. We have earthquakes that knock over our plastic lawn chairs that we use for barbecues. Queensland and Western Australia get hit by hurricanes. And we get floods and fires at the same time. Yeah, figure that out. Figure that out. Usually in summer, Queensland gets flooded because of like hurricanes and stuff. And Victoria and South Australia are burning because of bushfires. And Sydney is just copping both. Parts of Sydney, parts of New South Wales are flooded, parts of it are on fire. That's just horrible. That's a nightmare. So... So we know that's working. When I take the bobble... Well, first of all, the bobble's not in the correct state. Idle. It supposedly switches into walk. Where do we have physics process? Right here. If caged, return. Character caged, then we return. So Wizard of Oz just has it out for Dorothy's people. That's why I'm here. So so you don't know this. You don't know this. Just like there's a good witch and a bad witch, there's also a good Wizard of Oz and a bad Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz that you know is the bad one. I work for the good one. You can tell by the fact that we're both floating heads. Yeah, the guy I work for is the only one stopping the Wizard of Oz from actually wiping out Australia. Yeah. The Cromulans, Jersey. We come in all forms. So with the auto trapper, when I take the bobble, we hold the bobble, we tell the bobble that it's no longer caged. Okay. 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 When we hold it, Reparent. I don't see anything here that's doing the reposition. Queen. That's because the bobblehead object needs it would be state machine behavior tree has to be transitioning it to held, right? For instance, hold, bobble. Switch it into held. Goes through this, sets up the position tween. Target position is the hold offset. Have I changed the bobblehead's hold offset? I don't think I have. Negative 0.2 and 0.2. If I set that to 0, something with the positioning's not functioning correctly. Actually. Is it the negative 0.2 that's wrong? I feel like that's incorrect. So it's not that. We'll hold visibility. static. Yes, that's fine. Why? Why is that not working? Set up the curves. It's getting reparented to self. Oh. That's why. Okay, so we have the path, curve, add point, target. Shelf in, out. God damn. Who the hell is backing a truck up at fucking 5:45 p.m.? Using swear words is very meany, mister. I don't give a shit. What's that point there? Because that's, I think, where it's ending up. Needed 0.2. That's not correct. I know it's not correct. I know that's not right. Hang on. What is happening, you gigantic gadunts? I'm still bug fixing our fantastic game being released on July 24th. Go wishlist it. There's links pinned everywhere. Disthron, Squid Pie, Morphman, I'm talking to you. What were you up to, Hyper? What were you up to on this fantastic Friday night? Huh? Hopefully something fun. What is this 0.05.5 shit? But just, I don't get it. Friday? What? Yeah, it's Friday. You know, like the song. Friday, 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 or however it goes. I don't know how it goes. Yeah. Get raided on? I would never get raided on. I will get raided in. I will get raided over. But I will never let anyone on me raid. Yeah. That's what I think. I'm an ads on Twitch, but not YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. That happens. That happens. The Twitch side of things has 35 seconds left on ads. Yeah. What's going on, Hyper? What were you doing? Tell us. Tell us. Give us the details. I'm gonna get all this stuff fixed up for the end of the day. This auto trapper and this bobble trap here both be working perfectly. Working on serializing branching narrative dialogues as GD script for my plugin. Yuck. Serializing is so fun. If you've got nothing else to do, sure. Someone told me it's meta programming. I mean, what up, Krillionaire? You just set up a Git server. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Your Git server. Let's see your Git server. Is it hosted on your own server, like a server that you're renting? Or are you hosting it on like your current PC? Yeah, I'm running my own Git server too. That was me! Not this PC. Nice. On your own hardware, but not that PC. Good, good, good. Had a meeting with my teammate. We really want to have a proper demo out by October. Smart. Smart. Give yourself a time frame. Identify what you need to have done for the demo. Yep. Server PC. Nice. I'm just renting a server for like $6 Australian every month. And that has my Git server on it. So I've also been tinkering with this. For anyone that hasn't seen it, my next game is going to have some puzzles that are based on like echolocation. So it looks like there's nothing here, right? It looks like there's nothing. It's like, oh, you're rendering nothing. It's just a black screen. Nothing at all. Lies. Lies and slander. So my next game after the Bobble Shop Sim that I'm working on at the moment is going to be a puzzle game, and there's going to be a certain series of puzzles that require echolocation, and this is like a simple echolocation sort of, or sonar ping sort of thing. Yeah, it's more sonar ping. Like it needs to be changed so that it like radiates out, and then when an area detects a collision body, it spawns like this ping at that location and echoes out. And when you have two collide together, it creates like that wave effect sort of thing. Yeah. Like this is just a quick and dirty sort of pulse ping sort of thing. Yeah. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be very, very cool. So you're Daredevil? No, so it's going to be you need to complete a puzzle that's in the dark. You can try to do it without any assistance, or you can get provided equipment that does like an echolocation or a sonar pulse thing to help you kind of navigate the environment. But yeah, I need to. There's a lot of stuff that needs to go into it. Like that's like a couple of hours of work. So yeah, want to have something to show people at PAX Oz this year? Nice. What do we need to do here? That's right. So I'm trying to figure out why stuff's not working. So we've got this. So take Bobble. Oh. That's where I moved it to. Oh. Yeah, no. I just want to get rid of that. Jeez. There we go. Now, you're supposed to be conscious, moving and stuff. I know what's happening. I know exactly what's happening. My animation tree ain't doing nothing. Go to that. Conscious is true, and velocity is vector 3. 0. My server PC is currently just kind of sitting on top of a foldable table. Nice. Chocolate about to ask, can you shake them to calm them down? Even though that's not relevant to how bobbles work. Well, these aren't normal bobbles. These are bobbles that come to life. So now if I do this, conscious is true. Adopt a Bobbles is a terrible joke that popped into my head. Nah, I think we would call them Unwantables. Unwantable. Yeah, Unwantables. Like Unwantables. But bobbles. Yeah. It does have a conscious. Bobbles play Portal 1, but it's just the part they get thrown into the incinerator. So why isn't it progressing? Current state is 6. I think it's because it's not going into this state. Which is true. I'm back from my bike trip. Want to hear a story time? Yes, I do, Minnie. What do they do when they come to life? Do they have to pay taxes? No, they just ruin your store. So they make your customers run away, giving you negative reviews and stuff, costing you sales and whatnot. Yeah. So if you don't catch them, you don't make any sales and you don't make any money, so you eventually go bankrupt. So you've got to catch them and you've got to either burn them, you got to burn them, put them to work on the workbench, or contain them and sell them to people. Yeah. Velocity. I go outside and ride to my local market and get the bread. But there are no strawberries. So I ride to a further market and get the strawberries. Then I take my phone and I see Baltic Data Olympia calling. I pick up and half my PC parts have arrived too. So now I'm at home. I will eat and then ride my bike to them too to get my PC parts. Not the GPU. Damn. It's a lot of cycling. There's a lot of cycling. Has anyone watching that show From? Yes. Yes, I have been. I've been watching it since the first season. It's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to what they do this season. I'm very intrigued as to what's going to happen. Like, is this going to be the final season? Or is there going to be another season after? Like, what's the angle? You know? What's From? It's TV. TV show. From. This one. A town with a hidden secret experiences strange occurrences that intensify at night. Mysterious forces disrupt everyday routines, and residents try to preserve stability and community while attempting to comprehend their surroundings. Yeah. I haven't seen season 4. I'm up to the last episode. Oh, I've seen all of it. I've seen all of season 4 that's been put out so far. Yeah. I definitely recommend it, Hyper. From was a really great premise. I have to admit, I'd love to make a game with similar setup. I think, it would be good to make a game like that with similar setup. I think the difficult part of a show like that, and also a game like that, is the ending. Like, you have to be really, really careful with the ending. Because you don't... Like, if you have the ending... Like, if you have an ending that's terrible, like a complete shit show of an ending, the entire game and the entire series is ruined. It's like what happened with Dexter. Dexter was great, but they kept going after when it should have ended. And it just got worse. And now nobody watches Dexter anymore. But people still go on about Breaking Bad because that had a great ending. Yeah. Haven't seen any of the new Dexter. Neither have I. I'll build a PC soon where I'll put my old GPU we talked about yesterday. I just ordered 5060 Ti. Nice. Love Dexter. Still watch it and like it all. An ending would have been perfect, but I don't just like it. So, I'm not saying that there was no ending. I'm saying that they didn't stop the show when they should have. So, in my opinion, they should have stopped Dexter after season 4 with the Trinity Killer. They should have stopped it there. You know, maybe one more episode after that. Where it's like, you know, they like wrap it up being like, yeah, he's now got a son that's gone through the same thing as him, so now he has to get everything prepared and whatnot to make sure that, yeah. Like BoJack Horseman, the second to last episode would have been perfect, but I didn't mind the one after. Yeah, agreed. Like, I think, yeah, like the ending to BoJack would have been good if they ended it. I definitely preferred the episode, like the second last episode being the ending. It would have been a lot better. Also, if I'm starting to suspect that From is doing the JJ Mystery Box thing. They really need to start actually answering some things. If I would make a game, I would make answers for people to discover. The ending to Babylon 5 was pretty epic. I never watched all of Babylon 5. I think I always got like 4 or 5 episodes into it, and I was like, this ain't hitting. This isn't hitting. Not liking it. Now, I do think BoJack Horseman's one of those shows that gets overlooked. It's definitely a show worth watching. If it's not hitting, it's not hitting. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I gave up on it first, then binged it the other week. What, BoJack? I think it's because I push it into... I think I'd go if not conscious. Which doesn't really work. Velocity's not vector 3. What food needs eating first? Wait, what? Out of context, but what should I eat? I have pancakes with apple filling, pasta with ground meat, strawberries, and buckwheat bread. Have pasta. It's lunchtime, isn't it? If it's lunchtime, have pasta with ground meat. And... then for dinner, have pancakes with apple filling. So you have something for dinner that's actually dessert. Yeah. End your night with dessert. It's the only true way to end your night. I'm looking at these Decagon Studios people's assets they're selling. They look like they could fit into a From game. What? Is this on fab.com or something? And also, what's the limited time free content? Oh my god, White Castle! I've always wanted to go to a White Castle restaurant. We don't have them in Australia. God damn. Certainly looks better than Burger King or Macca's. Get it? Get it? Decagon? Okay. That could work. That could work. That would work as a building in the game. That stuff would work. That stuff would work. That stuff would work. Some of that would work. A lot of this would work. Some sheds would work. Some vehicles would work. I think you could make almost any game with this stuff. You could. White Castle is worth it. The Meriden 1988 Scorpio Theatre. Looks like something I've been looking for ages. So if I catch the bobble and I switch it to idle, I wonder if it's because free. No, it's not because of freeze. I want it to still be playing the animation. Like, probably right. I guess I just had from on the mind. I did a 19-kilometer by 2 bike. So you did a 38-kilometer bike ride. You don't need to say 19-kilometer times 2. You can just say 38. With a friend a few years ago, no reason. We just wanted to cycle. And we went to see my nan, then cycled back. God damn. God damn. They released a new chicken sandwich recently. It's amazing. Very, very bad for you. Exactly as it should be. Feels show-offy, counting the return, but I get it. I mean, cycling 19 kilometers, like, show off. You know, that's effort. That's a big effort. It was like the other day there was someone we raided them. We raided them because they did a I think it was like a 15-kilometer run or something like that. No, not 15. I don't know, it's some ridiculously large number. I think it was like a 50, because I remember looking at it being like, God damn. And it took them like 12 hours or something. So it was like it was a big run. It wasn't like a regular type of thing. It wasn't a standard one. I managed to squeeze out 30 push-ups this morning. Can't wait to feel the pain tomorrow. You gotta do 4 rounds where you do 15 push-ups each round, as well as 12 sit-ups and a 30-second plank and 20 squats. Yeah. I used to have so much energy. It was nothing to me. Redonkulous. My knees be shite since COVID. Yeah, my knees have been shite recently as well. Like, if I bend my knees and then try to get back up, it is an absolute nightmare. Oof. It's the worst. Why doesn't this work? Does anyone know why this isn't working? I wonder if changing it to hold is causing it to break. It's not playing the animation that I want it to. I used to do sit-ups and squats. I used to do sit-ups and squatted my X fine, but I don't think I can handle those at all nowadays. Push-ups are all I can do. Fair. I'm using Godot, Dis. Using Godot. For this game. I'm going to be tinkering with a few different game engines after this game. To be fair, I'm going to be trying O3DE, Ogre, Raylib, and Unreal Engine. Because I figure if I try those and decide on a game to use, or an engine to use, people can't be like, oh, you should use Unreal Engine and stuff like that. It's like, well, no, I tried it and it wasn't for my game. Yeah. You have to try Love. It's 2D. Like, yeah. Don't think I've heard of O3D. O3DE. O3D. This one. It's based on CryEngine. Yeah. A while ago, someone in chat winked O3D, I think. Yeah, it was probably me. But then there's also Ogre 3D, which is this one. So the big thing with Ogre and Raylib is I would need to figure out how to connect like how to get it working with a physics engine. It's like I would need to learn how to integrate a physics engine like Bullet or Havoc or Rapier or Jolt or something like that with the engine. Yeah. Ouijon, hot sauce. Alright. Asked for it. 4K. Jesus Christ. I'm kind of scared because it hasn't really been anything hot for a while. So I got this bad feeling that it's going to hit like the 1.5 million. So Cry doesn't have its own physics engine, or was taking it out of part of moving away from Cry. O3DE has a physics. Like, O3DE has physics. I'm talking about Ogre and Raylib. So Ogre, from what I can tell, doesn't have a physics engine. Raylib doesn't have a physics engine. O3DE has physics. Unreal Engine has physics. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for the hot sauce, Weejian. But yeah, I'm not stopping the use of Godot. Like, my overlay is made in Godot, so yeah. Depending on the kind of game you're making, you could just not have physics. I need physics for my games. Yeah. It's good to have knowledge of a wide variety of tools, yeah. Exactly. If I can't go round a back alley to test Jiggle, we ain't in business. Shakes Bobble aggressively. Why go around to a back alley? Just shake the bobble in front of customers. Easy. Shame. Why? Why isn't the animation tree going from this into idle when it's conscious and velocity is nothing? Because velocity doesn't exist. Linear velocity. Um, Conscious is true when your velocity is not vector 3, 0. Why not? Why? What the f is going on? It's gonna be because it's still in static, isn't it? Like, it hasn't actually changed position. Current state is idle. Current state is idle. Conscious and caged. Oh shit. Oops. Conscious. I'll leave that disabled still. So it's got nothing to do with it being frozen. What is it? Why doesn't it transition from static to idle? Should do that if it's not repairing state. If it is conscious, and its linear velocity is 0. So, that's interesting. That's very interesting. That's telling me that it's not in the idle state, even though it very clearly was in the idle state. I know what it is. I know! Ah, thank you, brain, for finally doing your freaking job. Sweet. Sweet. All right. So I know that works. We know that works. If I load this one, I'll deal with you momentarily. Alright, so that puts us one step closer to having all of this work perfectly. Put that there. Grab you out. Oh, its head's flipping out, so... Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Where is... workbench? Okay. With this. Give it one more. Let's see. Make sure that it's on the workbench. Excellent. It's in the repairing state. That's exactly what we want. Yes! Yes. Okay. So, that is... automated. Done. The static trap now. That's the next thing we need to test. Now, I have a feeling. That bobblehead's still running around. It's not in there. There is no conscious bobble. If data get used bobble pause has pause name used bobble pause. Just has a marker. Pause name. Because they have let me double check something. I'm just noticing it's not saving. It's not saving the data. Set Oz name. Oz get child item data resource path. That's what it'll be. And I'll need to go if data get used bobble pos is array, then return true. Otherwise, it'd be a dictionary, and we get the pos name, we append it there, and we go bobble game state asset cache bobble instantiate bobble conscious true, bobble caged true, bobble item data load data get used bobble pos, get pos name data get used bobble pos. Actually, no. Yeah, it's just that. It's just that. We go. Yeah, perfect. I need to BRB for a quick minute, and like 30 seconds actually. I'm just gonna get myself some more Coke, and then we will do something. All right, we'll do something to give our brain a break for the ads. BRB. Enjoy the BRB dance. Okay. Look at it dance. Look at it dance. Damn, that's a good BRB dance. Such a good dance. I take it words is off the table. Let's see, play some chess. To whoop someone, shall we? Give him a slap. Make him realize it's a bad idea to play me. Unless you're better than me. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. I mean, I can still do that. And then... you could push that. Nice. Okay, so you're taking with that one. So... I'm just gonna push you so that I can maybe get something there. Yeah, move that over. That's interesting. Still defended. Now pull back. I can go there and I can pin your bishop. So you'd have to take, but then I can take. Now I can get out here. Interesting position to go to, but okay. Ooh. You don't know what to do there, do you? Walls are closing in on you. Closing in. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to finish setting up this. Go. Pause. Add child. Bobble. Bobble. Switch states. Enums state idle. Used rarity. Used rarity. Set pos name. Get child. Rarity. Load data get used rarity. Get pos name. That's what we need. Huh? Oh, yep. Yeah. Silly me. We don't load an enum. All right. I don't think I need to worry about stacked cage either, do I? It does have a stacked cage. Where do we set that? When it's placed. I wonder if that's still going to work with the setup. It'll be interesting. Okay, so let's think. Load that first one. Item data. Oh shit, item date. Whoops. I'm an idiot. Duh. Item date. Yeah, item date. That's what we wanted. Jesus. The intelligence just oozes, doesn't it? Well, it didn't crash. Let's see. Did it just work? Ooh. Almost. It almost worked. It is caged. But it's running. Running like a madman. Why? Why is it doing that? Bobble cage. You, for some reason, you're in idle. So why are you running? Huh. Interesting. So call defer it? No, because it was in the idle state. But it was still running. It has a downward velocity? Is that why? Ah, suck it. Okay, so needs to be frozen in order to not be playing the running animation. But that doesn't make sense. I don't want it to do that. Because that's not what happens here. Alright, well, it's working. It is working, that's for sure. Let's see what happens if I take it out of the cage and put it on the workbench. I want that position to between. Set up position tween. And workbench. Oops. When I put a bobble on here. Where's broken bobble? You go. Set up position tween. Ending rotation. Ending position. Bobble get index. That's placing a broken bobble. Add repairing bobble. We're gonna go bobble, set up position tween, vector 3 X pos. Do that. Repaired position. That's pending rotation Y. And repaired position. Repaired get index. And that's actually something we need to fix up here as well. Where else do we deal with a repaired bobble finish? Player stop repairing. Player start repair. Not repairing, do that. If it is repairing, well, if the repair bobble is not null, we do this. Oh, it's down here in process. Jesus Christ, it's right down here. Update break. Update repair completion. Ow. Because, yeah, it then puts it in your hand. Yep. Yep. I believe we've got the snapping SFX that plays. We've got the crackling SFX that plays. They play here. Here. Jaeger, thanks for contributing. What are we up to with that? 276,000. 276. Thanks for contributing, noob. So what? 220, 276 or less now. 276. How many days left. 14 days left, so we'll say, what, 28? We'll say, yeah, we'll say 24 streams. Plenty. Because that's like 2,412,064 times. It's like 3 to 4 people each stream contributing 2,000. You're gonna hit it. You're gonna hit it easily. You're gonna hit it with like 8 days remaining. It's ridiculous how much progress you're making on that. Should have set it higher. Everyone was like, oh no, we're not gonna make it. It's too high. You have 0 points left. That's alright. Keep watching because you'll, like the more you watch, the more points you get. That's simple. So, we don't need to do it for that. We only need to do it for when a bobble finishes repairing. Let's see. It's hard for me to watch at the moment. I'm restarting my PC a lot. Make my own Wayland compositor. Pull out your phone. Yeah. Now, how is the Wayland compositor coming? Ooh, why are you shiny now? Why are you shiny? You should not be shiny. Oh, because I'm not setting select rarity to... Interesting. How are we gonna handle this? Yeah, because the way I'm doing it at the moment is very... there. Requires me to basically go through all of these. Wherever we manually instance one. We have select rarity false there. Do that. My wife just told me to stop being a noob and spun up a VM to do all my testing. It's coming along well. I'm using libgcw or whatever it is for the base protocol. And I've got my matching loading into a blank screen. It only took 4,000 lines to make it do that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I think the biggest trouble that I have with Wayland is it's very difficult to make Godot get access to the desktop. Godot natively can't get access to the desktop to have to view the desktop. So that's why these monitors here don't have my monitors displayed on them. Because I can't do it. I want to do that, but I can't do that. So I either need to wait for Godot to implement something that works with Wayland to get access to that, or I have to create a GD extension that gets access to that. I should be using the new Vulkan renderer. So I think with Godot these days, you can choose. I'm not sure if it's like something in here, but yeah. So there's this one here, prefer Wayland. I don't have that ticked because the purple color actually changes if I set that. Like my colors down here are actually different. And that's not me being paranoid. That's me taking a screenshot of with that turned on and with it turned off, loading both screenshots into GIMP and doing a color picker and getting the hex value and being like, yes, they are very different colors. I don't know why it does that. But I do know under here, if you go display server, you can actually choose Wayland as the display server. But I don't know if that applies to running the editor or not. But yeah, either way, I need to wait for them to update stuff to give me access so that I can do that. Yep. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate, but necessary. That button just changed the renderer from OpenGL to Vulkan. The session is only X11 in OpenGL, Wayland protocols use different hex code implementation. But still, like, the hex code is the hex code. The hex code is the hex code. If I give it a hex code of hash 200425, that is the hex code. Doesn't matter what the implementation is, because if you're not displaying that color, you have a bug in your implementation. So like the implementation shouldn't matter. It would just be a bug, no matter what. And it probably does have a bug. Probably. I don't know what would cause it to not display correctly, though. It's just like a calculation, isn't it? You're just calculating the hex to the value of 0 to 256. So just like split it if it's 6 characters long. Like you trim the hashes, you split it into 2 digits. First one being R, convert that hex to integer. The renderer looks at the hex code and says display it. The other renderer says look at the hex code, run it through a filter, and display it ready for HDR. So it's the HDR that's screwing it up. So the HDR is changing the color. Why does HDR change the color? Because it makes it a very ugly color. It makes it an ugly shade of purple. I don't like it. Really don't like it at all. I don't know. I didn't design protocol. That's fine. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. That's all good. I say you're more likely to know than me. I'm not that knowledgeable. Oh, my throat's killing me. Why am I still pink? You can change my color, y'all. You can do that. How's the bug fixing going? It's going good. It's going good. I've got this thing I need to fix. And then I've got to test this. And then I've got to test this. This is already implemented. I don't have a sound effect for it, so I need to add something for it. But once we've got those done, and once we've tested those and fixed the bugs and whatnot, we've already tested all products being placed on shelves and setting their pricings. We've tested furniture being packed away, adding whatnot. We've tested customer behavior trees in all the different states. We've tested employee behavior trees in all the different states. I've tested navigation mesh updates. We've tested bobbleheads becoming conscious and running around the store. Oh yeah, the workbench repairing is the other thing we need to do. So yeah, we've got like another couple days of bug fixing, I reckon. Bug fixing and testing. As long as all of the bug fixing is finished by the 24th, by June 24th, so 6 days, then that gives me 1 month until release to find any other bugs and fix them, as well as get this recording added, make different poses for the bobbleheads, and also do these optimizations and implement cloud saves. So we're very much on track. We are very much on track for July 24th release. This is going to be the first thing I do after the testing of everything, though. Yeah. That'll be a big piece. Big piece. Basically, what I want to do is use the render server directly. So when I'm putting stuff into a delivery box, I want to use the render server to position I want to create a I'm not sure how the rendering server will work, but like when we open the delivery box, we need to have the static meshes of the items in their different positions. So whether that's opening the box, and when we open the box, we use the rendering server to instance X number at all the different positions, or when the delivery box is created, we create the meshes, parent them to the delivery box contents node, position them, and then as the delivery box moves around, they move with it. I think that's how it works. I think. Rendering server can be used to bypass the scene node system entirely. This can improve performance in cases where the scene system is the bottleneck, but won't improve performance otherwise. For instance, if the GPU is already fully utilized. G'day, Duke. So that's already a concern. That tells me that they won't move with the box as the box moves. So what I might need to do, create and parent would be easier to save on rendering time at the box open, instead of creating XYZ and image at the time of opening the box. So what I might need to do instead is use multi-mesh instance. An article has been brought to my attention yesterday, which I consider worth recommending here in case you haven't seen it. Grug Brain. What the hell is Grug Brain? Grug Brain developer, not so smart, but Grug Brain developer program many long year and learn some things, although mostly still confused. What? What is this? It's a blast. Grug Brain developer try collect learns into small, easily digestible, and funny page. Not only for you, the young Grug, but also for him because as Grug Brain developer get older, he forget important things. Like what had for breakfast or if put pants on. Trying to read this is hurting me. Like, I can't. Big brain developers are many, and some not expected to like this. Make sour face. Like, I'm fine with the idea of it. It's the wording. Like, trying to read this is difficult for me. Think they are big brain developers, many, many more, and more even, definitely, probably, maybe not like this. Oh my god, come on. Grug once think big-brained but learned hard way. Is fine. Is free country sort of end of day. Not really matter too much. But Grug hope you fun reading and maybe learn from many, many mistake Grug make over long program life. This is... oh my god. I can't. I can't. It's part of the experience. It's an experience I don't want. Like, it's entertaining, yes. Like, if someone else was reading it, it would be entertaining. For me. Yeah. But me reading it, no. I can't do it. Can't do it. You tried? I tried, but like, yeah, that sentence structure was hurting my mouth more than anything. My brain was trying to do that AI thing where it predicts the next word, but I was like, my brain then got caught out being like, oh wait, that's not the next word. What? This guy's writing the article, went through Corpo in Mill Hell. What? Went through Corpo in Mill Hell? Do you mean Millhouse? Millhouse. Good stuff. Good stuff. I need another conscious bobble running around now. That's what I need. Okay. Open, says I. Whoa. Ooh, that could be a problem with the saving. Okay. So the save isn't duplicating the collected baubles. Ah. I'm going to test this. That's a bad thing if that's the case. Okay. If I save this over the top of this one, they're not there. But if I load this one, and then I get a bunch of bobbleheads. Actually, let me I'll order some new bobbleheads. If I save over this one, I wonder if it works. That's very interesting if that's the case. So it says 2 collected. Still have 2 collected. Okay. Okay, no, it is working. So what happened to all the bobbleheads that I opened and collected previously? Was there an even bigger bug that I wasn't aware of? Okay, that was weird. That was very weird. Like, that was super weird. I'm glad it's fixed, though. Is this a save file bug? No. I think it's a I think it's the bug for like the previous save. I think it's a symptom of the previous save file bug that we have fixed already, but I didn't notice that until now. I only just noticed it, but I've tested it and it looks like it's actually working. Saving is actually working, so nothing to concern ourselves with there. Apart from that, what else is needed? Just having a bobblehead come to life now. Just open the store. We have the store open. Come in. Check it out. Check out all of our shelves. Check out our posters on the floor. Definitely not on the shelf, on the floor, because why would we put them on the shelf? That's just madness to even suggest that. You get out. Go away. Thank you. Yeah. All right. See what the Haps is here. All right. Just need one of those bobbleheads to come to life, that's all. That's right, I wanna test out getting, like, in that echo test, I want to test out using the voice. It's like getting microphone input, and depending on how loud the input is, depends on how big the like echo location is and how strong it is. So if it's quiet, it doesn't go very far and you don't see a lot. But if it's really loud, then it goes really far and you can like see a lot. But it'd be interesting. Incoming ads. Again, there's no snoozes. Why are there no snoozes? Why is Twitch not giving me any snoozes? I haven't had any snoozes for like a month. No, not a month, but like a week. Stupid. I think I know why, but at the same time, it's like I don't think I don't get enough raids for that. No. There's the ads. I'm just gonna stand here and wait. Hope that one comes to life. Hope. Yep. How can I help you? Because I don't want to give it to you. That's why it's hard to find. Duh. Duh. If you think it's hard to find, just you wait. Damn. We buy a bigger shop in game. You can expand the store. So there's another, what? There's another 19 extensions that you can buy. So you got all those extensions that you can buy, and also storage extensions. So you can increase the size of your storage room as well. So an ex-British actress an ex-British actress, I say ex-British actress because they haven't been on anything since some EastEnders spin-off, is apparently under arrest in Australia for importing $3 million of meth. They caught them unboxing the meth from the shipment. So, I don't think there's much wiggle room for them there. It's pretty damning. Come on, I just need a bobblehead to come to life. If it was Barley, they'd be facing the noose. Yeah, yeah. I just hope they don't do the typical thing of, oh, you're someone that's been on TV, so we're going to let you off with a warning and give you 1 year probation. I hope they don't do anything like that. I hope they go, $3 million worth of meth being imported, you're going to jail for like 20 years. What up, Mert? $5K? Let's do it. Thank you very much. That one was tasty. What up, Cam? I have no idea. That works. All right. I think we're good to try this one more time. Thanks for contributing, Cam. All right. Come on. Just need a bobblehead to pop in. We've already had 2 people steal bobbleheads. What the fuck? My god. Thieves everywhere. God damn. I didn't think there'd be this many thieves. Wouldn't surprise me if it was the cops that were in the store earlier that stole them too. I know what they're like. Aha! That's interesting. Aha! Gotcha! But for some reason... Alright. So we do have a slight bug there. Previously freed instance held container 20. Container 20. $202. Raycast interactables. Ah, that's interesting. Um, let's see. So we have Bobble Ray Detect. Where was it? This. This. If Bobble caged, continue. So that'll stop any bobblehead that's been caged from scaring NPCs. All right. Seems fixed, but want to test more. All right. Many bobblehead trap bugs fixed. Fixed. Bobblehead cage loading and added position tweening for placing bobblehead in cage on workbench. All right, nice. All right, let's see here. Let's see, we got them. Got them we can go to. Let's go there. Let's go there. My throat is really starting to die. It's gonna be interesting. I've actually got 2 dentist appointments on Tuesday. Looking at 10 a.m. too. Why did I book a dentist appointment for 10 a.m.? What kind of stupid ass decision was that to make? Alright, tomorrow morning we should be able to finish off this. And we should be able to start testing this and this as well. And we should get all of that knocked out pretty easily. Because I'm pretty sure all of this already works. Like, I've already tested the shit out of this. And I'm fairly confident that already works. This one, confident that already works as well. Game over, confident that already works as well, but we'll just test it again. Can't count, 2, this is one time goes. So 10 a.m. is the first one, 10:45 is the second one. So yeah, suck it. Take that. Anyway, I will catch you all. I'll catch you all tomorrow. That catches in 10 hours. 11 hours. Something like that. Good night, you good uns.